folks, this piece that I'm gonna play next is from my favorite band and my favorite album of all times. There is no other for me. Maybe for you is, I don't know. For me, this is the best band ever, best album ever, and I've been practicing this piece for quite some time on my own. Very difficult. Keep in mind, this is the last album from Death. It's the Sound of Perseverance. The song is called The Scavenger of Human Sorrow. And it involves a lot of knowledge, a lot of dexterity, and it's not a beginner song. So I took the audacity to start playing it, even though I'm a beginner. And so far, this is my progress. So bear with me. And you know, this is more for enjoying the song and not to be like in time and all that. It's really complex song for me. Maybe for other people it's easy. For me, it has been very difficult from the beginning. Just that introduction, like it was when I was doing the tablature, didn't sound anything like it. I was like, how in the world the tablature goes like that, and then when you play it, it doesn't sound like the actual mini solo, the introduction part. And so with soloing, all that is, if you go by the tablature by itself, you have to go by the melody and the music and with the tablature. I mean, guitar has been kicking my butt, to be honest. I mean, I was born with the talent of painting. Okay, I have paintings that I have done myself. Back in 2001, I haven't painted ever since. And I have been to galleries and I sold some art, but then I stopped that because, you know, it was in a moment of my life that I have a lot of time to it and all that. So when I started playing guitar, I wanted always electric, but I started taking classical guitar because that was what was at the college that I was going. They didn't have like electrical. Had I known jazz guitar, I would have taken jazz guitar instead of classical guitar, but I took classical guitar and it has nothing to do with electrical. Electrical, you have a lot of things. To begin with, the technique is quite different. The technique is quite different, and you use a pick and not your fingernails. And so, so many different things, and then when you get the guitar, then you got more factors to account. You need to have the amp, the cabinet, the pedals, the guitar, the tuning, the type of guitar, and then the fingering is different. You have to put the finger, in classical you have to come up like that, perpendicular to the guitar. Here you have to basically mute. Think about muting the guitar. So you're gonna have if you do that, there's nothing muting the guitar, right? Maybe your right hand, but the left hand also has to mute the guitar. That's a lot of factors. So to the point, this is the Scavenger of Human Sorrow up to a point. I haven't finished it, so I have like a quarter of it done. So I wanted to share the progress, and bear with me because it needs a lot of improvement. Sing, needs tons of improvement, but I'm really excited that I'm being able to at least start practicing this piece because I want to play it in its entirety. So bear with me while I do that, all right? Subscribe!